Why? Why? Hello again. The Titanfall Open Technical Test, the first weekend run is over. Um, and I'm very upset by that, to be honest, because I had a lot of fun playing this. The technical test was something else. It was the first time I've played a beta for a game and actually 100% enjoyed myself the entire time, other than the Destiny beta. I didn't hit the level cap in the Titanfall beta. I'm just going to call it the beta, even though it was an open technical test. I did not hit the level cap, although I didn't hit a high enough level to actually use the alternator, which is the weapon I was most excited for, and I never got enough credits to actually do this, to actually get that weapon unlocked. But I'd love to talk about some of the things that I personally enjoyed about the open technical test. The first thing that stood out to me was the UI. Now, this UI was awesome. The menus were easy. They were simplistic. They did what they needed to do, and the settings was nice and everything. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do on PC with this. The actual HUD, though, in game, that UI, I still feel it's ugly. If you saw my first impressions video of the multiplayer trailer they released back at E3, you'd know my opinion on the HUD, but I still feel the HUD is ugly and it is not stylized in the way that I feel it should be. Because the first Titanfall game's HUD was just spot on. It fit the game, it fit the mood, it fit the atmosphere. I enjoyed that HUD. Now, I don't enjoy not having a secondary and an anti-Titan weapon, because in the first Titanfall game you can have a sidearm like the B3 Wingman, the RE45 auto pistol, I believe is what it was, and the Smart MK5 pistol. Hopefully that Smart pistol comes back into the game. It wasn't overpowered or anything. It automatically attacked targets, like it automatically auto-targeted the enemies, and it would shoot its bullets and curve and everything at other enemies. It was just a whole lot of fun to use. It was a very special weapon. It was unique to Titanfall. The weapon design is really neat. The new weapons that were in there was that second sniper rifle and the L-Star LMG. That L-Star LMG was really cool. It was the first time I've seen an energy weapon used in a futuristic FPS game that was actually decent. And now my background on futuristic energy weapons in FPS games is the EM1 and the EMP3 from Advanced Warfare. I haven't used the new weapons in Black Ops 3 yet. The L-Star was good. The L-Star was fantastic. Although the bullets did have travel time, and you had to aim a little bit ahead if you actually wanted to hit your enemy, but it was all in the name of fun with that weapon. It was very specific, very unique, and I just had a ton of fun using it. Now, the reusal of weapons from the first game, that makes me a little bit upset. I know it's called the R201C this time around, but it's really the R101C again. And then the car SMG shouldn't have been reused again. Some sort of different variant should have been made, just like how the R201C was, to make it a different weapon, kind of like how the UMP9 and Real Steel firearms and the UMP45 are separate, but they're similar. Something along those lines. I didn't get to use that second SMG that was out. I didn't like the fact that the Spitfire was back, because the Spitfire, you want to talk about an overpowered weapon. It hits like a truck, but it's hard to actually move around with. Its mobility is really low, and that's its countering fact, but the Spitfire is still a powerful weapon. And then the reusal of the Titan, the anti-Titan weapons, was kind of upsetting. That actually was kind of disappointing to see, that we're using the same weapons to take down the Titans. Now that energy electricity ball launcher heavy was new. I didn't use it that much because it didn't lock on. But that mag launcher, oh my god, you guys nailed it right this time. That mag launcher was so much better. It's what I use to take down Titans. Now, that's another thing I want. This goes back to the HUD. Is that when you kill a Titan, it should say Doomed Titan at the bottom again. Because whenever I killed a Titan, I still had trouble understanding if I killed that Titan or if somebody else did. Now, another thing about the HUD is that kill feed needs to be moved up a little bit. That kill feed is entirely too low in that lower right corner, right above pre-alpha test. It is way too low. It needs to be moved up a little bit, not too much. Maybe like an inch on a. I play on a 21-inch monitor. Maybe an inch, 3/4 of an inch. It needs to be moved. Now, the gameplay with the Titans, those Titans were really good. I loved the new Titans. Now, I am upset to not see Atlas, and Ogre, and the other Titan make a comeback. But Scorch and Ion were really good, and the Titans felt different this time around. Now, I do miss the boosting that you could do, the left and right boost, and only Scorch had that. But it felt right on Scorch, and I think boosting would have felt weird on Ion and everything. Now, Ion's splitter rifle was really good. It could melt Titans, it could melt pilots. Pilots were easy to take out with it. Ion's splitter rifle was awesome. Now, Scorch was really nice. Scorch was the one I played as. Now, that sounds a bit strange, but let me explain myself. Scorch was good for zone control. He was good for everything. Scorch's ultimate was really nice. It could really control an area. If there's many Titans around you, just pound that Ultra and just level the playing field. Now, I think the Ultra needs to be moved from whatever button it was programmed as and put as L1, R1, just like Black Ops 3 specialist abilities and Destiny's super abilities. I think that would fit the tone way better, and it would make using the ultimate a lot easier, because it was really kind of hard to move my thumb that far to press that button to activate that super. But that's just me. I know I can reprogram buttons since I played on the PS4, but yeah, it needs to be moved. Now, the pilot abilities, the grapple, I feel that, okay, the Titan abilities, okay, the pilot abilities, the grapple, you need to move quicker when you're on that. Now, if it's a Titan that you're grappling onto, I think the speed should remain the same, but make it a tad bit faster. I'm talking like a millisecond faster to grapple to buildings. I feel you are in the air too long, and it feels like you're in a 0G situation. You're in the air for entirely too long, and you're really exposed. Now, I understand that's probably the counterbalance for the grapple ability, but it needs to go. It needs to be a bit faster. That's what needs to happen. Other than that, that grapple ability is one of the coolest abilities I've seen used in a FPS game in a while. Comparing it to Advanced Warfare again, I'm not trying to do that too often, but some abilities and some weapons are kind of similar in that. That grapple in Advanced Warfare was not as good as this. Titanfall has nailed it this time. Respawn has done a good job with the abilities here. Now, that sonar knife, you want to talk about an awesome ability. Now, I think you should get a little bit of XP, like +5 for every person you tag and a teammate kills, like in the bounty hunt mode. The sonar knife was fantastic, and I actually killed somebody with it, and I didn't know if you can do that. It's a one-hit kill, and it was just awesome. It's not overpowered or anything. You could see the grunts, you could see specters. Pilots are normally out of that thing super fast because of the boost jump. Sonar knife was awesome. Now, the stim was okay. I didn't use it too often. It was a bit, it made me a bit uncomfortable while I used it. I don't know how to explain that any better. I kind of felt like I was going too fast, but not fast enough at the same time. I just felt out of my comfort zone. I mostly use the sonar knife and the grapple. I used the grapple on Homestead, and the sonar knife was on everything else. Now, the game modes, Bounty Hunt was fantastic. Bounty Hunt was a lot of fun. I didn't play it a whole lot at first. I wanted to play Hardpoint, so I did, because that's what I loved to play on the first Titanfall game. Hardpoint was so slow before that server update. Hardpoint was one of the slowest moving game modes I think I've seen. Now, that server update was to allow the Titanfall timer go up. That Titanfall timer really made that game mode different. When Titans were dropping like crazy in Hardpoint, it felt like Titanfall again. It felt so good. That server update was needed, and everything was just superb about it. I loved playing Hardpoint. Bounty Hunt was so much fun. Now, I feel that every match in Bounty Hunt should have randomized locations for the go here, kill that areas. I feel that they should be moved a little bit here and there, not too far to make it difficult, but enough to throw somebody off if that's all they play is Bounty Hunt. Because what I did with my Titans was I took my Scorch and I played as him, and I took Ion, and I got to those areas, and I had Ion's that chip perk that allowed her, I apologize for that, allow Ion to have better targeting and more lethality, and I left Ion on guard mode on the objectives, and with that, she just mowed everybody down. She mowed grunts, she mowed specters, she mowed reapers, she mowed pilots down. She was even wrecking some Titan. It was awesome, and I was getting a lot of points. I was coming out on top most of the time. And Scorch was something I did not leave on Auto Titan. Scorch died a lot by himself when he was on Auto Titan. He's not very good by himself. Scorch is somebody you hop in and you mow people down with. Now, the changes I feel should be made is on that level up screen right after you finish a game, whenever you level up a weapon, I think that because it's yellow whenever you level it up, it should flash red real quick to show that you earned a credit, because I was confused at first until I actually looked at the credit counter and saw, oh, I'm earning a credit with that. Every time you fill up a column, I feel it should flash red so you can actually know that you earned a credit. That's just the one change I want to see made. Other than that, I want to play the next technical test, and I want to see what Titanfall has in store for us again, because I am so excited for this game now. Thanks for watching. Please check out some of my content on my channel. I have a few Titanfall 1 videos that you can go and look at. They're pretty old. They're from the 360. I have some Destiny content, and I plan to be bringing some more Titanfall content. Thank you for watching.